We are on the second part of our beautiful series, Think Ahead. At ang title natin ay Tagalog na Tagalog. Pakibasa nating lahat. 1, 2, 3! Tiwala lang. Wow, Tagalog na Tagalog talaga, no? Tiwala lang. Question. Sasagot by raising your hands. Ha? Raise your hands. Sino ang walang wino-worry dito? Taas ang kamay. Taas. Yung pinakamataas, sino ang walang worry dito? Okay. Taas, taas. Sinong walang worry? Turn around. Tingnan ninyo ang paligid nyo. Yung nagtaas ng kamay, nagsisinungaling. Or, could be, pag nagtaas ng kamay, kayo ay ghost. O kaya, pwede natin kayong dalhin sa yung mental health center dun sa other city ng Pasig, sa western side ng Pasig. Mandaluyong. American. From where are you? I'm from Mandaluyong. What do you worry about the most? Huwag na kayo magtaas ng kamay. Is it about your funding, your money, job security? Could it be your job security? Are you worrying about the safety of your spouses or your kids, your children? Yung mga estudyante dito, are you worrying about your studies? Si Johan, hindi eh. Nag-worry ka ba sa studies mo? Oo naman. Pero itong batang to, pang tingin ko kulakul eh. Are you worrying about your grades? Di ba? Si Gwen, kaninang pinagbasa ko, I know she's worrying about her grades. Or are you worrying about how to keep your relationships? Yung may mga relationships na, yung wala pa, don't worry about your relationship. So question, why do you worry? Bakit ka ba nag-worry? Sige, tingnan natin yung unang point natin. Why do you worry? Pak! Why do you worry? It is because you do not trust God's character. You do not worry of who God is, or you do not trust who God is and what He can do in your life. Yun bang, pag sobrang hirap ka na, ang daling mawala at kalimutan ang trusting. Tama. Walang choice eh. You forget that God is omnipotent. Ano omnipotent? Meaning, God is powerful. You forget that God is faithful. Gusto kong tanungin ulit, tama na naman. So, review muna tayo review. Last week, we talked about being spiritually proactive or thinking ahead by being, ano yung topic natin last week? Nakalimutan na last week. Being intimate with God. Wow, di makalimutan ni China. Yan, mataas ang grade. Bigyan na isang palakpak yan. Today, we're going to talk about being spiritually proactive by trusting the Lord. Next week, preview to Next week, being proactive by not believing in fake news. Kaya wag kayong mawawala next week. Being proactive by not believing in fake news. Kasi ang daming fake news sa paligid. Today, I'm going to ask you, why do we have to talk about trusting the Lord? Why? Kanino ko pa ulit, it is because, and for the obvious reason, that all of us have problems. And we worry about the problems. Napatingin ako kay Tina. Ang isang problema ni Tina ngayon ay ang kanyang pigsa. 1 week na absent. So, job security. Worrying about si Carlos ang nag-worry about Tina's job security. So, di ba, all of us have problems. Whether you like it or yes. Ito na naman yung favorite kong passage. Whether you like it or yes, you have problems and you worry a lot. In fact, alam nyo ba na yung call of God to trust Him is the most disobeyed call of God by each and every one of us. We can easily claim and say, oh, I trust the Lord. In fact, kinakanta natin yung gusto ko sanang sabihin kay Wilson, ngayong message, ngayong Sunday, na Wilson, pwede bang kantahin natin yung I trust in God? Nakalimutan ko yung, ano nga ba yung magandang kanta? Pala, I trust in God. We can easily say that, I trust God. I trust in God. Pero, pag nagkakagipitan na, ang daling kumawala sa pagtitiwala sa Diyos. No? Ang dali kasi, ang dali mong mag-worry, para bang nakaset na sa ating mind na ang una mong gagawin is to worry. Pag nagkakagipitan na. And the next thing na gusto nating gawin is to control these things na we cannot control. The uncontrollable things. Gusto nating kontrolin. Alam niyo ba, na when we wanted to control things, yan yung nagkokos ng stress sa buhay natin. Lakas ng tunga ni Ann. Di ba, Coach Ann? Ang dami mong gusto kontrolin yung mga uncontrollable things and you worry about it. And you stress about it. Ito. Kung walang-wala karamihan sa mga Pinoy kumakapit sa Bombay. O kaya kumakapit sa patalim. Yung kagad na nasa isip ng mga Pinoy, kakapit tayo sa Bombay. Magkano ngayon ang ilang porsyento sa Bombay? Iba-iba ba? Bakit alam mo? Bombay ka ba? Hindi. Tisuy ka eh. Oo. O kaya, karamihan sa mga Pilipino, gagawa ng paraan kahit makompromise yung mga prinsipyo natin. Ito na naman yung tanong ko. Tama. Kumakapit sa patalim, kumakapit sa Bombay, o kaya sa mga bagay na it's compromising our integrity, our principles. Halimbawa, ito realidad sa amin. I just would like to be very honest with you. Every month na lang ginagawa ng Diyos. Si Arnold, si Joy, ako, nininervyos, nag-worry sa payment natin. Kaya lang hindi kami nagre-resort sa Bombay. At hindi kami nagre-resort sa patalim. Kasi wala kaming patalim na hahawakan. Okay. Ito, I'd like you to recognize that. This. Sige nga, basahin nyo ng dahan-dahan at may damdamin. Follow after me. 1, 2, 3. What you worry about the most often reveals where you trust God the least. Aray. Aray ko po. Yung realidad na example. kung madali kang mag-worry sa kawalan ng pera, that's where you do not trust the Lord as your provider. Wow! What you worry about the most often reveals where you trust God the least. Now, let's start to read yung story ng character in the Bible natin today, na ang pangalan ay si Hannah. How did she trust the Lord? Proactively. How did she think ahead of trusting the Lord so that she will not worry? 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 2. Elkanah, lalaki to ha, hindi babae. Elkanah had 2 wives, Hannah and Penina. Ang hilig nila ng yung, para mga Pilipino, yung nilalagyan ng H. Boy. Girly. Baby. Meron pa kayong mga auntie na anti-baby. Si Elkanah ha, si Hannah ha, at si Penina ha. You know, in their culture, during that time, what's important is the continuity of the family. So, okay lang sa kanila nung panahon nila na pag yung unang asawa ay hindi magkaanak, pwedeng kumuha ng asawa na pangalawa. At pag hindi uli ng anak, pwede bang kumuha ng mas bunsong asawa? Pangatlong asawa. So, unang asawa, dalawang asawa, pangatlong asawa. So, Elkanah, ang first wife niya ay si Hannah, she did not produce kids. Mahalaga yun sa kanila. So, she got another woman, married another woman, na si Penina. Mind you, hindi na natin yung practice ha. Mga lalaki ha. No. Should be very, very clear. Ngayon, hindi na natin problema yan. Una. Teka muna. Yun. Hindi na natin practice itong mag-asawa ng pangalawa, pangatlo pag hindi nag-aanak yung unang asawa ha. Alright. Anong problema ni Hannah? Si Hannah ay walang anak. During that time, para sa kanila, and actually ngayon pa rin yung iba ang isip ganito ang pagkaanak ay isang role ng babae. At ang feeling nila, worth nila, yung meron silang anak. Worth ng babae ang may anak. Pag wala silang anak, ang feeling nila during the time is worthless sila. Okay? So yun ang problema ni Hannah. Walang anak, feeling niya worthless siyang klase ng babae. Sad, sad, at sad. Next verse. Verse 6. So Penina would taunt Hannah and make fun of her because the Lord had kept her from having children. Nakita niyo yung bad consequence of the problem? Yung second wife, si Penina, bully. That added on to the worry of Hannah, to the problem of Hannah. Kayo, translate it to our life. Hindi naman yung mayroong unang asawa at pangalawang asawa. Wala namang ganon dito. Napansin nyo, pag may problema ka, may dumadagdag na problemang connected dun sa unang problema. Napansin nyo? Problem complicates. Nagpuproduce ng isa pang problem. So, diretso tayo ha, pagbabasa. Next verses. Verse 8. Why are you crying, Hannah? Elkanah would ask. Why aren't you eating? Why be downhearted just because you have no children? You have me. Isn't that even better than having 10 sons? Alam mo kung ako si Hannah, ito yung sasabihin ko sa kanya. Hello? Rigor, ikaw ba yan? Ay, lahat nanonood ng Batang Quiapo. Hello, Rigor, ikaw ba yan? May marites ka na, kukuha ka pa ng Lena. Rigor? Uy, sakay na sakay nila. Si Arnold lang ang hindi makasakay. So, you have to know naman na Elkanah is a good guy. Kaya, concern niya si Hannah eh. He just had that rookie husband's mistakes. Following, tapos nako-complicate pa ng following ng not so good ancient culture nila, yung practice nila. Don't get that wrong ha, Elkanah was a good husband. To, diretso natin, pagbabasa. Verse 7, balik tayo. Verse 7. Year after year, it was the same Penina would taunt Hannah as they went to the tabernacle. Each time, Hannah would be reduced to tears and would not even eat. Oftentimes, bad things stays. Year after year. Hindi nawawala yung problema kahit mag-pray ka kay Lord. Bakit parang may mga problemang hindi nawawala? Diretso tayo. Same verse. Year after year, it was the same Penina who taunt Hannah as they went to the tabernacle. Napansin nyo sa buhay nyo, may mga tao na, yun nga, cruel people and bully. Hindi mawawala. Meron at meron sa buhay mo na may isa, dalawa, the worst, 3 tao. Minsan isang pamilya, igagang ka. Grabe, no? Nakakalungkot, pero totoo to. In fact, mga religious people, may mga religious people na bully. Tingnan nyo ha, si Penina, she's going to tabernacle, and tabernacle is a church. Parang, sa ating mindset ngayon, parang church. Religious people even bully us. Mga bullies din. Sila yung sa Filipino culture, yung tinatawag nating mga manang at manong ng simbahan. Madami yan. Sana sa Live City, wala. Pero hindi, baka meron pa rin. Baka nga minsan kaming pastors nyo nagiging bully sa inyo eh. O kaya, let's be real. Could be in the church, or could be out of the church, or pamilya nyo. Meron ba kayong naiisip ngayon na tao na nang bubuli sa inyo? O, yung mga, huwag niyong sikuhin yung asawa nyo, ha? Let's proceed. Same verse. Each time, Hannah would reduce to what? To tears and hindi kumakain. Hindi makakain. Now, it is okay to cry your emotion out. It's okay. Pag nag-worry ka, it's okay to cry. It's okay to burst out your emotions. Kaya lang, maging real tayo dito ngayon ha, real talk. Huwag niyong i-burst out ang inyong bad emotion sa social media. Sa Facebook. Sa X. Bakit? Kasi pagchichismisan kayo ng tao. Don't. Saan kayo magbo-burst out ng emotion nyo? Kay God. Burst out your emotion to God. Bakit? Kasi God can handle your bad, worst emotions. Ang kapitbahay nyo, ang friends nyo sa Facebook, hindi nila makontrol, hindi nila kayang i-handle yun. Ichichismis kayo. Mag-PPM dun sa nakita mo yung post ni ano? Kanina lang may nag-message sa akin eh. Pero di nakita mo yung kung anong nangyari dun sa anak ng classmate natin. Chichismis. Nag-PPM sa social media. Again, burst it out to God, not in social media. But mind you, ito ha, another beautiful thought that I'd like you to keep. Dalawa yung titingnan nyo. Kayo, pwede kayong tumingin dito. Kayo, pwede dito. Kayo, sa akin kayo tumingin. Sa gitna. Ito, our trust in God doesn't grow in good times. Oh, wow! Our trust in God doesn't grow in good times. So, saan ito mag-grow? We learn to trust God where? When? In troubled times. Anong implication nito? Kung sa troubled times nag-grow and we learn to trust God, we should welcome troubled times, circumstances, and difficult people in our lives so that we can grow spiritually and emotionally. Okay lang magkaroon ng bad circumstances. Okay lang magkaroon ng bad situations. Okay lang magkaroon ng bad people around you kasi by then, the Lord is helping you to grow. You welcome all of these bad circumstances. Ang nasa isip natin, ayaw natin, ang normal natin na trajectory is ayaw natin ng bad times, bad circumstances. But, ngayon because your trust in the Lord will not grow if lagi na lang okay, hayahay. Hindi ka mag-grow emotionally and spiritually pag hayahay ang buhay. Sabi mo, di lagi may problema na lang. Yes, kaya lang, be proactive spiritually while we welcome all the bad circumstances and bad situations in life, yung difficulty natin sa pag-aaral, sa trabaho, sa mga tao na komplikasyon sa buhay natin, while we are having that, here's what we learn or need to learn. Habang wini-welcome natin sila, trust the Lord in the midst of these trials. Welcome the trials, welcome the bad circumstances, welcome the difficulties in our lives, but you trust the Lord while you are going through all of these trials because you will grow spiritually, you will grow emotionally, and even you will grow psychologically with them. Trust the Lord without reservation. We could even call it trusting the Lord blindly. Huh? Yeah. While we have these trials, putting it practically, ganito. Trust God even when you do not understand. Bakit may mga taong bully sa buhay mo na hindi mawala-wala? Bakit ang dami mong problema sa buhay, sa trabaho, sa school, sa pamilya, sa lahat na lang? Bakit parang puro ang dami dyan? Trust the Lord, even if you don't understand. Ito yung binasa natin na Bible verse natin ngayon, binasa ni Gwen. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Ganda nito. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Pag sinabing all, lahat. And lean not. Wag kang maglilin sa your understanding, sa pag-unawa mo. So when you trust the Lord with all your heart, what do you need to do? In all your ways, what? Submit to Him. Lahat ng bagay sa buhay mo, submit to Him at ano ang mangyayari? He will make your paths, your way, your journey, your life straight. In the story of Hannah pre-decided to trust the Lord. No matter how she experienced the reality of having no child, no worth, feeling niya worthless siya, no matter how Penina bullies her, she trusted the Lord. But, malaking, hindi B-U-T-T ha, B-U-T. But, we have to know that trusting in the Lord is not walk in the park. When you trust the Lord, yeah, He will make it straight, but it's not work in the park. Alam mo na God can, but He doesn't. Ang hirap nun, ha? Trusting the Lord is walking in a straight but bumpy and rocky road. It will be a very, very difficult struggle on your way, on your journey. Tingnan natin. Psalms. So, 1 Samuel 1, verses 10 and 11. Basahin nga ng mga babae yung first sentence. Ladies, 1, 2, 3, read! Ano yung experience ni Hannah? Paano siya nag-pray? It is with deep anguish. Malalim na, ano bang anguish sa Tagalog? Yung panaghoy. Grabe yun, lamentation. Nananagoy. Parang si Marites sa Batang Quiapo. Hindi si Lena. Si Lena, bully. Crying in what way? Bitterly. With pain. Ano yung prayer niya? O Lord in heavens. O Lord of heavens armies. Yung pa rin dinideclare niya, no? If you will look upon my sorrow and answer my prayer, give me a son, please. Then I will give him back to you. Yun yung struggle. When you're trusting the Lord, there's still struggle. Para yung riding in a roller coaster. Natandaan nyo yung noong unang panahon na first time mong sumakay ng roller coaster? Pagsakay mo ng roller coaster, habang umaakyat, anong ginagawa mo? Gano'n ka lakas yung kapit mo dun sa rail? Di ba yun? Pagsakay mo dun habang umaakyat, parang patens ng patens, you're not letting go. At kahit yung bumagsak na, if you're not letting go, yung tigas na tigas ka sa, pagkaganyan matigas na, but when you let go, nag-change yung experience mo in riding the roller coaster. When you let go, mag-i-enjoy ka na sa roller coaster ride. Yung, no hands! Let go eh. Let go. Did you experience that? Yung riding ang roller coaster na bumitaw ka na at nag-enjoy ka na lang. Yung takot ka pero yung nag-enjoy ka na lang. And then it becomes an enjoyable experience. Ganon when you trust the Lord. The more you control, the more you become stressful and the more you become afraid. Ito yung tinatawag natin na let go and let God. When you trust the Lord, nakakatakot eh. But when you let go and let God, wow, mag-change yung experience mo sa buhay. Ito yung sinasabi sa Psalms. Be still and know that I am God. Bakit God? Be still and know that I am God. Hindi God, hindi God. I am God. Grabe, no? So, iba to eh. Now, let's continue on with the reading of the story of Hannah. Samuel, verses 12 and 14. As she was praying to the Lord, si Eli, ito yung high priest. Ito yung pare nung kanilang pinakang parang church. Eli watched her. Seeing her lips moving but hearing no sound, he thought she had been drinking. Pagpasensyahan nyo na minsan ng mga pastor nyo, ha? Judgmental kami minsan. Kayo rin na, mapapansin nyo, kayo yung mga tao na tumatagal sa church, nagiging kayong judgmental sa ibang tao. Yung agad, nataas yung kilay nyo. Hindi ako marunong magtaas ng kilay. Tinataasan nyo yung kilay. Nung pag may nakita kayong tao na masamang ginagawa, tinataasan nyo ng kilay. But here's the thing. Huwag nyo gagawin. Pilitin nyo. Maging conscious kayo doon. Tapos ito pa yung sinabi ni Eli. Oy, Hannah. Must you come here drunk? Pupunta ka sa simbahan, laseng? He demanded. Itapon mo yung alak mong iniinom. Nasa simbahan ka, nag-iinom ka. Kaya dito sa Live City Hub, meron tayong welcome tayo sa mga events, pero bawal po ang party na may alak. Parang ganun si Eli. Now, in the following lines of the stories, ito yung I'd like you to look at kung paano si Hannah proactively trusted the Lord. Tingnan nyo kung paano. Una, kung napapansin nyo, saan umiyak si Hannah? Sa tabernacle, sa sanctuary. Let's read. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 9. Ay, hindi pa pala. Sabi pala ni Hannah, teka muna ha, bago tayo pumunta doon. Sabi ni Hannah, oh no sir, hindi ako nag-iinom. I am only very discouraged and I was pouring out my heart to the Lord. Huwag niyo pong iisipin na masama akong babae ha. Talaga lang sobrang-sobra na yung aking pain at saka yung aking sorrow. Sobrang-sobra, Lord. So, saan si Hannah umiiyak? Verse 9. May verse 9? Wala. Yun. Verse 9. Saan si Hannah nandun? Sa silo. Alam niyo kung ano yung silo? Hindi ito yung may silo sa Mandaluyong, ha? Sa silo. Alam mo kung saan itong silo? Ang silo, ito yung place kung saan yung sanctuary, yung temple, yung tabernacle during that time, na ito yung house of the Lord, si Hannah, lagi siyang pumupunta sa house of the Lord. Let me be practical here. In our time, we can say that silo is our gathering of the people of God. Sabi nga sa Bible, when 2 or 3 are gathered together, I am in their midst. That is the importance of you attending a gathering like this. When you are trusting the Lord, you're not missing a gathering like this. Sunday worship experience, I'm encouraging you. Always come, always be here. Ngayon, in-announce ni Arnold kanina yung bago nating tayong life group system. Ano tawag natin doon? 1, 2, 3. Yung 1, 2, 3 natin. Always be present in the chat online natin. Meron tayong chat online eh. Yung sa ating pilot groups, don't miss that. O kaya, don't miss yung once a month, face-to-face. Kami, naka-once a month na kami ngayong August, yung aming group. Yung isang group, nag-meet na rin kayo, no? Yung group ng mga lalaki, hindi pa. Ngayon, today. So, wag niyong imimiss. Don't miss a gathering like this. Napakahalaga yung you come together. That shows you trust the Lord and you wanted to be together with the people who trust the Lord. Isa pa. Another. Hannah got up and went to, what did she do? Pray. Alam nyo, Hannah did not stop praying. That's how she showed that she trusted the Lord. God, being with the gathering of the people of God and in praying. Sadly, may mga tao na pag dumadaan sa masalimuot na bahagi ng buhay, they stop praying. But I'm encouraging you, continue on praying while you are going through difficulties. You know, don't depend your conversation on the Lord with how you feel. Normally, yung feeling natin ang nagda-drive sa atin pag magpe-pray tayo o hindi. No. Whether you feel it or not, continue to talk and pray to the Lord. Like what Hannah did. She showed that she trusted the Lord by continue on praying. Diretso natin, verse 17. Ano sabi ni Eli? In that case, go in peace, sabi ni Eli. Nung sabihin ni Hannah, ako po ay malaking-malaki ang problema. Kaya po ako nagpe-pray. Sabi ni Eli, go in peace. And may the God of Israel grant the request you have asked for it. Go in peace. Sige, may problema ka, but go in peace. Eto yun eh. You need to listen to the people of God. To those people whom you know you're trusting the Lord. Who are trusting the Lord. In our case, it could be your pastor. It could be your spiritual mentor. It could be your discipler. It could be your life group leaders. Listen to what these people are telling you. Because they are the spokesperson of God. They are the megaphones of God in your lives. Don't stop when you trust the Lord. Continue on being with the people who trust the Lord. Sunday worship experience, life group. Huwag kayong mawawala. Don't stop praying. And listen to what the spiritual people are telling you. Your spiritual mentors. Listen to them. At tingnan nyo kung ano ang nabago sa buhay ni Hannah. The next verse. Nung sabihin ni Eli, go in peace. Go in peace. And may the Lord grant what you are praying for. Sabi ni Hannah, ano sabi ni Hannah? Go! Thank you, sir! Filipino no? Sir! Good morning, ma'am, sir! Rigor! Good morning, ma'am, sir! Sabi ni Hannah, thank you! Thank you! And she exclaimed. Then, she went back home. Ano ang ginawa na niya? What did she do na? Kanina hindi siya makakain. Pero ngayon, what did she do? She went back home and she ate again. At ano ulit? And she was no longer sad. Wow! She continued on going to the gathering of people who are trusting the Lord. She continued on praying, and she listened to the spiritual people. And what changed? When she trusted the Lord, what changed? Naging siyang grateful at sumaya. Nawala yung kanyang depression. Nawala yung kanyang sadness. Grabe. She became grateful and all her sadness dissipated. You know, when you trust the Lord, it is not a guarantee that your problems will disappear. Your problems, the bad situation, the bad people will still be there. The situation will still be impossible. The bad people around your life will still be ridiculous and will still be bad. Your health or the health of the person that you love may even continue and may even end up in death. But what will change is your heart and your attitude towards the circumstances in life and the people that is bullying you. Your trust in the Lord will change your perspective, the way how you look at things. Instead of being or having limited human mindset, what will happen? It will change. Instead of having your limited world point of view, you will see the bigger picture. You will see God's purpose and God's will in your life. Instead of seeing the badness of the problem and the bad situation in your life, you will see all of these things as the growth areas of your life. Wow! Your perspective, you're seeing all the bad things will change. And you will even thank the Lord for the bad things, bad circumstances, and bad people in your life. You will have hope, and you will have faith, and you will be more courageous in your life. Sabi sa Bible, you may not understand it, but you will have peace that goes beyond understanding. What happened to Hannah? 1 Samuel 19 and 20. When Elkanah slept with Hannah, the Lord remembered her plea in due time, not immediate, in due time. What happened to Hannah? She gave birth to a son, and she named the son Samuel. Si Samuel na prophet. Si Samuel na nag-anoint kay David. Si Samuel na naging judge ng Israel. Samuel means heard by God. You know, when you trust the Lord, she'll answer your prayer. It may not be exactly to what you wanted to happen, but it will be according to her greater path. Before I end, let me share with you my life story. In the early 90s, I went to Belgium, in Europe, to help to plant a church. At very good ang intention ko. Originally, we would like to build a church for the Filipinos. Kasi doon, French-speaking, it's a French-speaking and Flemish-speaking country. So alors maintenant, je parle en français. I'm speaking French. Malheureusement, pero yung plinant namin na church, it became not for Filipinos only. Eventually, sabi ng leaders ng church, kasi you're attracting other English speakers, mga Americans, British, and Africans came to the church. And you know what? Because of what we were doing, pati yung mga non-English speakers, mga Eastern European, mga Latin Americans, mga hindi sila nakakaintindi ng English, pero because of the relationship that we're building, because of the potlucks that we've been doing, they became attracted to the church. So dumadami yung church namin. And I should tell you, right now what's happening, yung spontaneous nating potluck, the Lord will add on to us. But here's the thing, yung mga contribution, I'm not saying na ako lang yung magaling na ginagawa ko in church planting. Kasi I became the leader of the church, building up the church. And dumadami kami. But despite of that, I have one prayer to the Lord. Sabi ko, Lord, for me to be more effective here sa Belgium, bigyan mo naman ako ng legal paper dito. Kasi in my stay there, wala akong legal paper eh. Sabi ko, Lord, I wanted to be more effective. Give me a legal paper. And years went by, walang opportunity for me to have legality. And I cannot leave Belgium. Kasi pag umalis ako ng Belgium, hindi na ako makakabalik. And I'm missing my family so much here in the Philippines. Ang tagal, hindi ako makauwi. But the Lord did not answer my prayer. Nai-stress na ako. Nagwo-worry na ako. The Lord did not answer my prayer. And I started to doubt the Lord. And I talked with my pastor. Sabi ng pastor ko, tsaka yung wife niya, parang silang parents eh. I was crying and they were crying with me. Wala naman silang magawa. Sabi niya, Rudy, continue to doubt the Lord. What? Sabi ko, bakit Pastor Angki? Bakit sabi mo, I continue to doubt the Lord? Pastor yun ha. Kasi sabi niya, when you doubt the Lord, He will show up. Parang si Eli. And after the talk, a week after, nadagdagan yung problema ko. Alam nyo, I received a call na ang kuya ko dito sa Philippines, my only brother, had a very critical sickness. Nasa ICU ng Makati Medical. Ang layo ko, nasa Europe ako. And I was crying and asking the Lord, Lord, paano? Gusto kong umuwi. Hindi na ako makakabalik sa Belgium. Sabi ni Lord, trust me. Anong decision mo? Tinanong pa ako ni Lord eh. Sabi ko, Lord, I'd like to go home and be with my family. Are you not willing to come back? If that's your call for me, Lord, I'll go back to the Philippines. May isa pa akong problema. During that time, kulang ang aking fund at wala akong pangbili ng plane ticket. Sabi ko, Lord, I'm trusting you. Sabi mo, mag-doubt ako, nagda-doubt ako, pero I'm trusting you. Yung struggle ko, sabi ni Lord, go! Sabi ko, I will go, I will buy ticket next week. Hindi, 3 days. Nag-decide ako nun, wala akong pambili, wala akong... And then the Lord showed up. One day, nagkaroon ako through the kindness of the members of the church. I had enough money to buy my ticket. I had enough money to give to my brother. Nakatulong pa rin ako sa payment niya sa kanyang confinement in the hospital. And you know, Makati Med. At meron pa akong extra money when I came back here in the Philippines to sustain me until I got and find a job. Two miracles, three miracles. And you know my fourth miracle. After coming back here to the Philippines, I met Arnold, became my best friend, got married with Joy, also my best friend. And because of that, na-encounter namin ni Arnold in our different ways, the grace of God. And later on, we founded Life City Church. If I did not trust the Lord in the most critical moment of my life, walang Life City Church. I'm not saying that's the only thing. Maraming other elements. But that's one big miracle that the Lord has caused. I trusted the Lord. I went back home. Kung nagstay ako sa Brussels, hindi ko mamimit si Arnold, hindi ko mamimit si Joy, walang Life City Church. Can't you thank the Lord for Life City Church because of those miracles that happened in my life? I trust the Lord. Hindi ko alam ngayon kung ano yung mga pinagdadaanan nyo sa buhay nyo. It could be struggle sa funding nyo. It could be struggle sa relationship nyo, sa trabaho nyo, sa aral nyo, sa school nyo. Sa lahat ng bagay sa relationship, you have worries. But I'm calling you on to spiritually trust the Lord. Spiritually be proactive and trust the Lord. Think ahead by trusting the Lord. No matter what you're going through, trust the Lord. Can I pray for you? Let's pray together. God in heaven, may kanya-kanya po kaming problema. May kanya-kanya kaming pinagdadaanan. Lord, minsan po nagda-doubt na kami sa inyo. But thank you. Thank you that you are a powerful God. Thank you that today you are asking us to trust you, no matter what we are going through. Thank you that you are loving us. You're embracing us. And Lord, in our worries, your presence in our lives is enough. Give us hope. Give us courage. And please, give us strength while we trust you to go through the difficulties of life. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.